Imagine a lion so massive, so powerful that it didn't just hunt deer or antelope, it hunted bears. A predator so fearsome that ancient humans carved its image into cave walls not as decoration, but as a warning. This wasn't the lion you see on nature documentaries today. This was something far more terrifying. Meet Panthera spelaea, the cave lion, the true apex predator of the Ice Age, and possibly the most formidable big cat that ever walked the earth. And here's the chilling part. For thousands of years, our ancestors lived alongside these giants. But today, they've vanished without a trace. When you think of the king of the jungle, your mind probably goes to the African lion. Powerful, majestic, with that iconic mane. But what if I told you that title belongs to a completely different beast? One that ruled not the savannas of Africa, but the frozen steppes of Europe and Asia. The cave lion wasn't just bigger than modern lions, it was an entirely different species. A ghost from our planet's past that dominated the Ice Age for over 500,000 years. And thanks to some incredible recent discoveries, including perfectly preserved cubs frozen in Siberian permafrost, we're finally uncovering the secrets of this lost titan. So, buckle up because you're about to meet the real king. The story of the cave lion begins in 1810, when a German scientist named Georg August Goldfuss examined a massive skull found in a cave in Bavaria. He knew immediately this was something extraordinary, something that didn't match any living cat. He named it Felis Spelaea, which literally means cave cat. But this was no house cat. Here's where things get insane. The earliest cave lions, the ones that lived around 700,000 years ago, were absolute monsters. We're talking animals that measured up to 2.9 meters long, stood 1.5 meters tall at the shoulder, and weighed a staggering 500 kilograms. That's over 1,100 pounds of pure predatory muscle. To put that in perspective, that's about 25% larger than the biggest male African lions alive today. Some footprints found in Germany measured 15 centimeters across, roughly the size of a dinner plate. But here's what makes this even more fascinating. Cave lions got smaller over time. By the end of the Ice Age, they were closer in size to modern lions, with later populations weighing between 300 to 340 kilograms. Scientists believe this size reduction was an adaptation to changing climates and available prey. Still, even the smaller cave lions were formidable apex predators that commanded respect across 2 continents. Now, if you're picturing a lion with that glorious mane flowing in the wind, stop right there, because cave lions had one shocking feature that sets them apart from every lion you've ever seen. The males had no manes. Zero. Zilch. And we're not just guessing here. Ancient humans who lived 15,000 to 30,000 years ago painted these animals on cave walls in France, in places like Chauvet and Lascaux caves. And in drawing after drawing, the male cave lions are shown completely maneless. Some experts initially thought this was artistic error, but when we examine the patterns across dozens of different cave paintings from different time periods, the evidence becomes undeniable. In 2016, scientists made an extraordinary discovery: actual cave lion hair preserved in the Siberian permafrost. DNA analysis revealed something surprising. Their fur color was probably similar to modern African lions, with that tawny yellowish coat. But there was a crucial difference. Cave lions had an incredibly thick undercoat of dense, insulating fur that helped them survive the brutal Ice Age winters. These weren't savanna cats, they were built for the cold. Compared to modern lions, cave lions also had longer, narrower muzzles and slightly different skull structures. But genetically, they were a completely separate species that had been evolving independently for somewhere between 500,000 to nearly 2 million years. The cave lion's kingdom was vast, almost unimaginably so. These predators ruled from Western Europe all the way across Russia and Siberia, and even crossed the Bering Land Bridge into Alaska and Yukon. We're talking about an empire that stretched across 2 continents. Fossils have been found in Great Britain, Spain, Italy, across Central and Eastern Europe, throughout Russia, and into North America. But despite their name, cave lions didn't actually live in caves. So why are they called cave lions? Simple. Their fossils are most commonly found in caves, but That's because caves are where bones get preserved, not where the lions actually lived. In reality, these apex predators dominated the mammoth steppe, vast open grasslands that stretched across the Ice Age landscape. Think endless plains with scattered forests where herds of giant herbivores roamed. Recent research from 2024 even found evidence of cave lions in southern Italy, dating back 660,000 years, pushing back our understanding of how far south these animals ranged. They adapted to various elevations too, with remains found over 2,000 meters up in the Alps and mountains of northern Asia. Now let's talk about what makes the cave lion truly legendary, what it ate. Isotope analysis of cave lion bones has revealed their preferred prey, and it's absolutely wild. Their number one target? Reindeer. But that's just the beginning of the menu. Cave lions also hunted horses, giant deer, bison, and here's where it gets crazy: cave bears and young woolly mammoths. Yes, you heard that right. These cats were so powerful, so strategic, that they could take down bears. In fact, scientists have found cave lion remains in the same caves as cave hyenas, and the evidence tells a brutal story. Hyena bite marks on cave lion bones show these two apex predators fought viciously over territory and kills. Some cave lions died from these encounters, but the cave lions clearly won often enough to establish dominance. Think about the hunting strategy required here. A cave bear could weigh 600 to 1,000 pounds. A woolly mammoth calf, even a young one, would still be an enormous, dangerous target protected by its mother. These weren't ambush kills on helpless prey. These were calculated, coordinated attacks requiring intelligence, strength, and quite possibly pack hunting. Which brings us to a fascinating debate among scientists. Were cave lions solitary like tigers, or social like modern African lions? The evidence points to group living. The sexual dimorphism in their teeth, meaning males and females had differently sized canines, mirrors modern lions, suggesting complex social structures. And if you're taking down cave bears and mammoth calves, teamwork makes a lot of sense. For tens of thousands of years, humans and cave lions shared the same landscape, and the relationship was complicated. In 2024, scientists published groundbreaking evidence from Germany showing that Neanderthals didn't just fear cave lions, they hunted them. A 48,000-year-old cave lion skeleton found at Siegsdorf shows a puncture wound in its ribcage consistent with a wooden spear thrust directly into its chest. This lion was actively hunted and killed by Neanderthals, who then butchered it for meat and materials. Even more incredible, bone tools discovered in Belgium from 130,000 years ago were crafted from cave lion bones, proving our ancient cousins used every part of these dangerous predators. But humans didn't just hunt cave lions, they revered them. The Löwenmensch, or lion man figurine, carved from mammoth ivory 40,000 years ago, depicts a human-lion hybrid. This suggests cave lions held deep spiritual or mythological significance. They were powerful enough to be gods in human imagination. So what happened to these magnificent predators? Around 14,000 years ago, the cave lion vanished. The extinction was remarkably sudden. Across their entire range in Eurasia, they disappeared within just a few centuries. In Alaska and Yukon, they lasted maybe 1,000 years longer, but eventually they too were gone. The cause? Likely a combination of rapid climate change as the Ice Age ended, the disappearance of their open steppe habitat, reduction in prey populations, and possibly competition with expanding human populations. But here's the incredible epilogue. In 2015 and 2018, mammoth tusk hunters in Siberia discovered something extraordinary: perfectly preserved cave lion cubs frozen in permafrost. One cub, named Sparta, is 28,000 years old and so well preserved she still has whiskers, intact muscles, and even internal organs. Scientists call her the best preserved Ice Age animal ever found. These frozen time capsules are giving us unprecedented insights into an animal that once ruled the world. The real king of the jungle wasn't found in Africa. It prowled the frozen north, feared by bears, respected by humans, and unmatched in its domain. The cave lion, extinct but never forgotten.